Hey, Steve Zook, welcome back to Polkzoo channel. Hey, I got in a few months ago a couple new LH700s, and I really got a couple really good ones. Most of them don't have this intense flame. This one has some flame that's like, over a half-inch thick. It's very, very rare to find one like this. And this is such a huge old world value. It really is. If this was a Gibson, you'd be paying probably $7,500 for it, and it would still be a strong value. But they list for $19.99, $14.99. It's just really a lot of guitar for the money. There's a little place under the fretboard here where it's a little bit unfinished. I've sold guitars for $30,000 like that. It's no big deal. You probably wouldn't even see it if I didn't mention it, but. At $14.99, people are going to wish they would have bought one of these down the road. All solid hand carved wood. You can see the flame on the back of the neck. Flame is a little hard to show on the back of the neck in the small camera, but this is all solid hand carved violin voice top, which is the real deal. Violin voicing is a real art. And anyway, this is an incredible guitar. I've got 11s on it, and when I put the 11s on it, it lowered the action even more. If you're really hard on your hand, you might want to put on 12s, but this hasn't even been played. It hasn't even been played probably 10 minutes, and once these open up, they just sound incredible. So it's it's going to just sound better and better and better. I may be a little low in pitch here, but you can hear that. I've sold a lot of older Gibson L5s, and this is a better guitar. I know that's a strong statement, but this is more some of the best L5s were like the 1927 to 1933. But they studied not just the old Gibson L5s, but also studied like the Epiphone Masterbuilt arch tops from the 30s, 40s, and 50s, which even great makers like Benedetto talk about in his book about making arch tops. They really did their homework on these folks. This is the real deal. I'm an arch top expert. I wouldn't be, selling the lures if I didn't really believe in them. I've always been that way. I have to really believe in something to sell it and communicate the excitement of it. It's got the most beautiful mid-range bloom, and with an arch top, it's the mid-range and the mid-bass. It's so important. But this guitar has that beautiful natural reverb, and like I said, for $14.99, it's just a great, great situation. And like I said, you don't normally find them with this kind of, I think some people call this a chevron flame. You don't normally see them like this. I really think this is a good investment. People don't usually realize that till 20 years down the road or 30 years down the road. Like right now, people are like, why didn't I buy Martins, back when I could get them, at a certain price. It's all relative, but there's investment opportunities. I know we buy guitars like this because we just love great guitars, but I really think this is a sleeper too in terms of going to go up in value because it's just such a tremendous instrument. They really did it right on these. And the carvers, the newer ones, keep sounding better and better because the carvers get more intuitive. They learn what they're doing. They've learned how to work with the wood and how to do the violin voicing. And the carvers that work for the Carved Workshop, because see, the Music Link is vertically integrated. They don't just subcontract out to another company. They actually created their own Carved Workshop, brought in their own luthiers and carvers who already had backgrounds making instruments, and then they were trained again by other top violin carvers voicing the top, and that violin voicing at the top really brings out the tone. But yeah, you don't see too many. I've got two of them. I got really lucky on these, but I have a really good relationship with the Music Link, so that I get some of their best stuff. But this is really quite a spectacular back. It just looks so beautiful on the wall. I don't put this one up on the wall a lot, but in my studio I have one kind of like this, and it just looks so beautiful on the wall to see this solid flame maple. But yeah, this is the real deal. You can hear that. This is diminished. Here's the diminished riff I've shared before, but I know I'm playing it kind of mechanical right now because I'm just trying to share the riff. Here's my A if you want to try to follow me. I know this may not be up at concert pitch, but if you just get the first part, and it kind of repeats from there. Now I'm doing all downstrokes because it kind of brings out the tone. You can also do an alternate picking. I like to come up a minor third, use the same diminished scale. You can really hear that reverb pop. Hear that? That's incredible. That whoo, the kind of woody reverb bloom. Hear that? That's amazing. I should probably just get a slight bit closer, but I think you can hear that. It's pretty obvious, I think. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, the diminished scale is a good scale to work. I like to use the diminished arpeggio, which is 1 flat 3 flat 5 double flat 7, and then you come down the half step whole step scale. You can do the old Charlie Parker riff. Or do it like Baroli Lagrin does. Very difficult riff. So anyway, yeah, this is really a nice guitar. Here's a high tension major 7 chord, which demands resolution. What a great guitar. And I kind of call this a Joe Pass style. And I studied with Joe Pass for when I was about 22, 23. I'm 65 now. Here's just a minor 7 arpeggio, and then come down diminished. But anyway, yeah, this is a real nice 700. I mean, to get this for $14.99 is just incredible. It comes with a really, really well-made hard case with cross laminate wood, super thick green padding. I'm telling you, folks, this is the real deal. I really know my arch tops. It's my field of expertise. And this is just an absolutely gorgeous guitar, and I don't know, like I said, it's sometimes it's hard to tell the real value out there because there's so much marketing and stuff nowadays. But this is the real deal. And it's good to do alternate picking as well as downstroke, because downstrokes really brings out the bloom. You can also bring out the bloom with alternate picking, but it's good to do alternate and all downstrokes and all upstrokes just for your right hand. And check out some of my right hand techniques. But yeah, this is I always miss my 700s, but yeah, they don't usually come with, like I said, some of this flame on this one is over ½ an inch thick, more than ½ an inch, and they don't usually come with this kind of a chevron super thick flame, and that's real solid flame maple wood. And this is just both of my new 700s I have right now are really special ones. And like I said, they're better than the older ones because the carvers just keep getting better and better. But anyway, this is really a tremendous instrument. Where you can really hear that natural reverb when I do the 3-octave major 7. Okay. Can you hear that? Listen to that ring way, it's just ringing. I've played, newer Gibson 1934 reissues at trade shows, and they sound okay, but they're kind of dead sounding. They don't have this overtone woody reverb, and they don't have this mid-range and mid-bass bloom like these, because they didn't really do very good violin voicing, if they did at all. This is really a lot of guitar. I'll miss this one. I hope it goes to a good home. Yeah, if you can budget $14.99, I say grab one of these while the prices are still so reasonable, because this is just a tremendous amount of guitar for that much. Like I said, that's 25% off. List is about $19.99, so $14.99 comes with a really, really nice case. It's probably worth a couple $100 at least. All right, folks, take care. 714-548-0385, text or call. 714-548-0385, or email me, stevezook7@yahoo.com. That's STEVEZOOK, the number 7, not spelled out, at yahoo.com, or Polkzoo@gmail.com. Take care.